This is CBS 7 News at 10. Your eye on West Texas.
A $20,000 hour-long fireworks display just kicked off to celebrate Independence Day in Big Spring. CBS 7's Matt Rist has been at Comanche Trail Park taking a closer look at fireworks safety in light of an East Texas fireworks tragedy just this morning. Matt?
As Big Spring prepared for its fireworks display, safety was a top priority.
We're discharging a lot of pyrotechnics in a very close proximity to a number of citizens. And we have fire prevention on premises. We have perimeters set up. So all in all, it's just an excellent way to have a good, safe shoot.
The news of the explosion of a truck carrying fireworks to a display this morning in Comanche, Texas, killing 1 and injuring 4, hits home for those who handle holiday fireworks.
You hear about it every year, you know, and we just try to practice all of our safety precautions that we learned whenever we got through the pyro license.
Live music, food, and fireworks draw hundreds each year to Big Spring's Comanche Trail Park. More reason for extra fire safety precautions.
From my understanding, we've never had an incident at all in the 17+ years we've been doing it here. I think that's the difference between hiring professionals and all the careful planning.
Families here know the dangers that come with fireworks, but still plan to enjoy.
My husband used to be a firefighter, so it's kind of, we're used to playing with fire, I guess. It doesn't bother us too much.
Yeah, because it's in the residential area, all these trees, and yeah, it's a real concern, you know. Don't want nobody's house to get burned down because of this.
Never seen any incidents out here. Very, very good group of guys.
With an eye on Big Spring, Matt Rist, CBS 7 News.
Matt, thank you. There are plenty of other ways to celebrate the 4th of July here in the Basin. Firecracker Fandango kicks off tomorrow in Odessa at 10 a.m. with the JC's Independence Day Parade. The parade starts at Odessa College and ends at the ECISD Admin Building on 9th Street. The events continue into late afternoon with children's activities, live entertainment, and a spectacular fireworks display at night. And the Star-Spangled Salute takes place tomorrow as well in downtown Midland. The Children's Parade starts at 10 a.m. Registration for the parade will begin at 9. Live music and kids activities start at 6 p.m. followed by a thrilling fireworks display later in the evening. For more information on any fun events happening in West Texas, visit our community calendar at cbs7.com. And tomorrow, even far West Texas will celebrate the 4th of July. The festivities kick off tomorrow at 4 in the afternoon at Daly Park in Presidio, Texas, behind Harper's Hardware. Entry is completely free, and a special concert by the Capitans of Ojinaga begin at 9, followed by a city fireworks display at 10 p.m. The fire department will have a designated area for kids to pop fireworks under supervision. A slow-moving storm system moved through Midland and Odessa this afternoon. It wasn't raining too hard, but it stuck around long enough to cause some slight flooding. The bad weather has since moved out of the area, and most of us are looking at clear skies over West Texas. Weather Director Craig Stewart joins us now from the Pinpoint Weather Center with a quick look at what we can expect overnight and into our 4th of July. Craig?
I'll tell you what, Macey, yeah, it has turned out to be a really nice Thursday night around the area. Saw rain this afternoon, but right now outside, mostly clear to clear skies and a great start to your 4th of July. In fact, those temperatures are going to be right around 71 Odessa, 70 Midland, Big Spring 70, Garden City, St. Lawrence, Midkiff, Big Lake, the upper 60s. Otherwise, Rankin at 70, 71 Crane, 72 to 73 for Kermit and Wink. Pecos near 70, Fort Stockton at 70 degrees. Marfa, you're going to be a little bit cool out there. Starting out your 4th of July at 59 degrees, 63 for Alpine and Presidio, right around 73. Hey, we got the drought monitor map for July 3rd, and we're gaining on it a little bit. Right now, the drought monitor just showing dry to moderate throughout all of West Texas. That includes the Permian Basin. That is good news because we're starting to gain on this drought little by little. The rain we had today sure will help, and hopefully more on the way. We'll tell you about it here in a bit, Macey.
Craig, thanks. A cemetery in Lamesa has family members angry at the condition of the graveyard. Family members say it's difficult to find some graves because of the weeds and tall grass, and they believe their family members deserve better. They tell us it's heartbreaking to see the lack of maintenance and communication which has been going on for years.
I've come up and pulled weeds. I've come up and cleaned. I have to search for his headstone every time I come here.
We spoke to management, who says they understand why people are so upset, and they've recently fired the old maintenance crew and hired new hands. They tell us they're extremely behind but are working to make the necessary fixes. Family members say they're going to meet Saturday morning to see what else can be done about the maintenance in the cemetery, even if it means doing it themselves. A Terlingua woman pled guilty this morning to stealing her dead father's Social Security benefits. 49-year-old Judith Maria Broughton faces up to 10 years in federal prison for the offense, according to the U.S. State's Attorney. In a Pecos federal court, Broughton admitted that between June 1990 and August of 2011, she stole Social Security retirement insurance benefits made payable to her father in the amount of nearly $250,000. During the plea hearing, Broughton acknowledged that her father died in 1990, and after his death, she leased a storage unit in his name in Kentucky. When officers searched the storage unit on January 8th of this year, the mummified remains of Broughton's father were discovered. Broughton's mother is also missing. 2 people have been arrested and called major players in the murder of 21-year-old Andrews man Ethan Cole. According to the Andrews Police Department, 22-year-old Chance York and 18-year-old Lauren Rodriguez have been arrested by U.S. Marshals for capital murder. Cole's body was found last Monday in Martin County after law enforcement received a tip describing the whereabouts of his body. Chief Bud Jones tells us the investigation is ongoing and there still may be others involved in the murder of Ethan Cole. Today, the city of Odessa tells CBS 7 that Mateo Lujan, the victim in a hit-and-run accident, was running after the pickup truck driven by the suspect and tried to get in it while it was moving. The Odessa American reported yesterday that the suspect told multiple stories about what happened. The city spokesperson, Andrea Goodson, tells CBS 7 today that they were only able to talk to the suspect with a magistrate judge. Goodson says the suspect gave multiple stories before, quote, giving the story that gave officers enough evidence to charge him. The suspect was charged with criminally negligent homicide and released to his parents. Andrews County will consider a special resolution asking for changes to the way Veterans Administration handles treatment for those with brain injuries. The Texas citizen behind the measure is asking that counties draft resolutions supporting hyperbaric oxygen therapy for veterans with brain injuries, something not always made available for veterans. According to the resolution, about 20 other counties have similar ordinances, and the therapy could be instrumental in helping fight brain injuries in veterans. Even though Wink-Loving ISD STAR results are good, the district is striving to do better. Both elementary and high school administrators have made detailed plans to raise scores. On the elementary level, they plan to have summer workshops for teachers, identify students who need help, hold parent meetings, and give assessments every 3 weeks. High school administrators plan to bring consultants in to improve their lesson plans and have an assessment every 3 weeks. All people living in Barstow and Pecos must boil their water if they plan on using it for the next 24 hours. This comes after the city crews shut off water to the towns yesterday while they installed new insertion valves. Now that the water is back on, the pressure is too low to safely use. We spoke with people around town who are frustrated with the situation.
The water situation, it could have been avoided if they would have paid attention to it much sooner than what they have done.
And I got about 18 hands. About half of them was off all day trying to wash clothes to go to work.
You know, it stings. Like, you can't even like shower or wash clothes. Come to a restaurant, you can't even like use the restroom. They're out of order.
The city is providing shuttle services to and from 3 water storage facilities in town. People are encouraged to use the shuttle service to help water pressure rebuild. Former Alpine city manager Choi Garcia has been hired as the city manager of a small South Texas town. Garcia was fired from his position in Alpine back in April 2013 for the mishandling of city funds. The Alice Echo News Journal reports that the city of Alice hired Garcia for his 37 years of experience. Alice Mayor Larry Martinez told the Alice Echo that Garcia was upfront with the financial situation in Alpine that ended up costing him his job. The Big Bend Wool and Mohair building will be getting a makeover. A new mural will be placed on the east wall of the historic building. A Mexican mercado with a variety of vendors will be shown on the side of the building, which is to be painted in September. Alpine's Gallery Night Incorporated hopes to raise about $42,000 for the mural. We're just hours away from the 4th of July, so will we have great weather to go along with the celebrations? Here's a live look outside right now. Weather Director Craig Stewart will rejoin us after the break with a full look at your 7-day forecast. It's next on CBS 7 News, your eye on West Texas.
Well, good evening, everyone. A Thursday night across the area, and boy, what a day today and what an evening. After seeing that heavy rain in parts of the Odessa area, maybe Midland getting a little bit, currently outside. Couldn't ask for a better night before the 4th of July. We're at 79 degrees. Not much in the way of the winds. They're out of the southeast, and we're not expecting windy conditions tomorrow as well. Dew point 57, that sticks our humidity at 46%. So look outside with Pinpoint 7 iCam time lapse, show you what we had going on over Alpine today. Little bit of cloud cover out there, but boy, made for a spectacular sunset in Alpine. Just getting ready for the big show tomorrow night with all the fireworks all across West Texas. So we'll show you the temperatures right now. We're sitting at 79. It's 82 in Big Spring. 84 degrees in Pecos, 82 Fort Stockton, 77 in Alpine. Marfa, you're at 75. Down around Presidio, a little bit warmer, 89 degrees right now. So here's what we saw today. 71, which is kind of near that average of 70. The average high is 95. 89 today, so a little bit below seasonal. And we should stick a trace of rainfall into today, but that didn't do anything to change what we have. Our yearly total 3.64 inches, well below where we should be for this time of year. So a little bit cooler into the Great Lakes area right now. And what we have going on, well, we'll show you. Temperatures again into the mid to upper 80s around parts of the area. And so when we get into the morning hours, those early morning lows, they're going to start to drop down upper 60s to near 70 degrees for the Odessa Midland area. This is going to start out 4th of July, really not too bad. See, down around Marfa, I really think you're going to drop down a little bit lower than that. Call it upper 50s to near 60 degrees. Now, as you get toward the midday hour on your 4th, temps right around 85, 86, 87 degrees for the Odessa Midland area, 88 Big Spring, near 90 for Pecos, and then into the afternoon. Anywhere along the Trans-Pecos, temps there are going to be the lower to mid 90s. Odessa Midland right around 92, 93 degrees. We'll see at 92 Big Spring. Andrews at 91 for a high, 94 to 96 for Presidio. Alpine 83, Marfa at about 82 for Davis, 81 for a high, and then we get toward the 10 o'clock time frame. That's when everything gets going, and again, temperatures in the lower 80s. So it is going to be a nice 4th of July. What we had going on today, just a little bit of thunderstorm activity. There you had it right there, and that was the extent of what we saw, and really it was situated anywhere west of Big Spring into the Permian Basin. So that's our stationary front. That's responsible for seeing what we've seen. And then there is that Hurricane Arthur off on the mid-Atlantic. That's a Category 2, but good news is it'll stay offshore. That's what it's looking like right now. And for us, stationary front, that'll stick around just a little bit, but we're going to warm back up. We'll see maybe just a little bit of cloud cover, and that will be the extent of it. So here it is for you, the 7-day forecast. 93 tomorrow, then Saturday, and this is a long 4th of July weekend, but it's going to be basic. 94 Saturday, 96 on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, daytime highs the mid-90s. Early morning lows for the most part are going to be into the lower 70s. So really near seasonal temperatures is what we're going to be looking at around the area for basically for the next 7 days or so. No mention of rain tomorrow. Not windy conditions. Southeast winds 10 to 15. All in all, shaping up for a great 4th.
Great. Well,
can't complain.
I mean, it's gonna be pretty pleasant out.
It's gonna be great. Tomorrow. No matter where you're at, where you're gonna watch the fireworks or whatever, enjoy, be safe. It's gonna be nice.
Still gotta wear the sunscreen though.
That's it. Yep.
Craig, thanks.
Sure.
CBS 7 has reported to you Security Bank scams that have been happening around the area, but it looks like Security Bank isn't the only one. First National Bank in Stanton and Monahans have both reported scam calls that ask for debit card numbers and inform customers of a locked account. Phone calls from restricted phone lines as well as numbers from California have been reported too. This week, Odessa Crime Stoppers need your help tracking down some stolen oil field property. Here's Susan Rogers with this week's Crime of the Week.
This week, Odessa Crime Stoppers is seeking information on some stolen oil field equipment. During the late night hours of June 4th, surveillance video from an oil field location caught 4 individuals stealing copper wire and a car battery. 3 of the suspects are male and 1 is female. They drive onto the site in a dark-colored 4-door mid-size vehicle. Pay close attention to the female. Investigators believe that the way she's dressed and her mannerisms will be recognized by someone. If you're the first caller with information that leads to the arrest of the person involved in this case, it will be worth a cash reward. Call Odessa Crime Stoppers at 333-TIPS or go to our website at odessacrimestoppers.org and send us a secure tip. I'm Susan Rogers for Odessa Crime Stoppers and CBS 7.
Have you ever wanted to dunk a cop? Well, in Fort Stockton tomorrow, you'll have that chance. Starting at 10 a.m. tomorrow at Rooney Park, police will have a dunk booth for charity. Balls cost $5 for 3, and all proceeds go to the Guardian Angel Foundation. You may want to check your meat before you throw it on the grill tomorrow. HEB has issued a precautionary recall of some of its beef products due to foreign materials that may be present in the meat. According to HEB, no illnesses have been reported. If you think that you have an affected product, you can return it to the store for a full refund. High oil prices continue to fuel rising economy. According to Amarillo economist Carr Ingham, fuel prices are getting a boost in part due to the tensions between Ukraine and Russia, as well as the unrest in Iraq. The Texas Permian Basin Petroleum Index has been on the rise since late 2009 without decline. Ingham says as long as crude oil costs $90 to $100 or higher, the economy will continue to rise. 3 North Texas teens have a fishing tale they will never forget after catching an alligator on a trout line. Coming up after the break, how curiosity got the better of the friends. You're watching CBS 7 News, your eye on West Texas. Welcome back. Our very own Jay and Tatum were at the pre-4th of July celebration this evening. They join us now from Pops in the Park, where the fireworks went off without a hitch. Jay, Tatum?
Good evening. We're coming to you from Comanche Trail Park Amphitheater, where Pops in the Park is a huge success. 18,000 last year, and there's a lot of people here.
There really are. It's the 17th year for the event. It is so much fun. The symphony and orchestra just played. It was amazing. It was patriotic. There was a big flag celebration, a flyover. It was really a quintessential small-town USA feeling tonight.
We got a chance to throw out some T-shirts into the crowd. We got a chance to, of course, see a lot of folks here in Big Spring, and they're all in that patriotic spirit. A lot of them dressed up in their patriotic garb, and others are just out here enjoying themselves. We've seen dogs, we've seen lots of kids out here. This is truly a family event.
Yeah, Big Spring should be very proud. It's been an awesome event one day before the 4th of July, but it gets everybody in the mood.
All right, we hope you've enjoyed our coverage, at least from this Pops in the Park. Of course, don't forget fireworks coming tomorrow, and Odessa and Midland will, of course, be out there to bring you all of those firework shows and all that will be going on in both Midland and Odessa.
That's right. Back to you.
Jay Tatum, thanks. 3 Texas teenagers looking to catch fish netted more than they bargained for, a 6-foot alligator. Lauren Zakalik has the story.
Police Department. I have a question.
It almost sounds like the start to a bad joke.
I said, if you were to catch an alligator, what would you do with it?
I wouldn't catch an alligator in the first place.
But this 911 call out of Cleburne proved to be one wild night for 3 fearless teens.
I don't know, it's about 6.5 foot long. It's pretty big.
Joey Kane, Craig Kite, and one other friend were checking out their fishing net on Buffalo Creek Tuesday night.
And we kept pulling, and then we were like, dang, this is heavy. And we pull it all the way up, and it's a big old gator.
Instead of running for the hills, they pulled the gator onto dry land by its tail, wrapped its snout.
It started snapping at us.
And called the police. Here's Joey on top of the animal while they waited for help.
Were you guys scared that you were going to die or get bitten by this gator?
No, not really. I thought it was actually pretty cool. We actually caught a gator.
So what did happen to that wayward alligator? Well, the news isn't good. The sheriff's office says it ended up getting injured in that trot line and it had to be put down.
A state alligator expert says gators aren't common in North Texas, and this one likely traveled here for water. Whatever the reason, Cleburne's own crocodile hunters will have quite the story to tell when they start their freshman year come fall. In Cleburne, Lauren Zakalik, Channel 8 News.
Again, that was Lauren Zakalik reporting. Matthew Villanueva joins us now with a look at sports.
NBA free agency and a lot of our baseball teams, they're on a downslide. Could they win tonight? I'll have the recaps coming up.
You're watching CBS 7 News, your eye on West Texas.